You know that feeling when you wake up, look out the window, and you see breathtaking mountains staring right back at you? That was my morning at the legendary Snow King Resort in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I've heard so much about this place, so I had to come and see for myself if it really lives up to all the hype. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you my honest experience, the good, the great, and a few little quirks you'll definitely want to know about before you book, and some tips that you need to know prior, especially if you're flying in. Now, let's talk about the setting. The location, location. The resort is tucked right at the base of Snow King Mountain, and it's just a quick walk from downtown Jackson. And you really can't get a better spot. Whether you're here to hit the slopes in the winter or explore Grand Teton and Yellowstone in the summer, it's the perfect home base for any adventure. So when we first pulled up, the view of those mountains surrounding the property was just incredible. It has the perfect mix of rustic mountain charm and modern style that makes you feel welcome the second you arrive. And first impressions are important. So when you walk into the lobby, I was immediately drawn to the warm, cozy vibe with its wood accents and a big fireplace. It's the kind of place that just makes you want to grab a seat and relax. The check in was a breeze, and the staff were genuinely friendly, which always makes it a huge difference. And we got to check in a little bit earlier because our room was ready. But one thing I did notice in the lobby is that it can get a little busy during those peak check in and check out times. It wasn't a deal breaker at all. But if you're hoping for a quiet, super quiet arrival, it's just something to keep in mind because sometimes you just have to wait because everybody's checking in at one time or checking out, or there's a group, so just be aware of those things. And just in case your room is not ready upon arrival, they have a storage area where you can leave your luggage so you get to explore and go hit the slopes so you don't waste any time. Now, you probably wonder, what about those rooms? All right, let's get to the most important part, the room. I had a spacious room with a view that was just wow. I could see the ski mountain and the outdoor heated pool from my balcony. And the bed was amazing, so comfortable. And the whole room had this vibe, great rustic yet modern feel. And the bathroom, it's clean, modern, and had plenty of counter space, which is all I always appreciate that. My favorite part, though, was the balcony. Being able to step out with my morning coffee and just take in the scenery was the best way to start the day. And toasting the evening from there with a glass of wine and those views, simply wow, stargazing into the night. It is just breathtaking. And I went in the wintertime and the summertime, but in the winter, it was magical when the snow flurries are coming down. I don't know, it's just a plus. Now, for a little quirk that I ran into is the housekeeping. Some booking sites mention that daily housekeeping is available for an additional fee or upon request. During my stay, it seemed like rooms were serviced every other day. So, unless you ask for more. Now, if you're someone who loves coming back to a freshly made bed every single evening, you might want to clarify the policy when you book and also ask if you can request daily service. You never know. During my stay, it seemed like rooms were serviced every few days unless you ask for more. If you're someone who loves coming back to a freshly made bed every single day, you might want to clarify the policy when you book. However, you can always call and request fresh towels, coffee, etc. And when it comes to things to do, this is where Snow King really delivered. After a long day of exploring, sinking into the heated outdoor pool and the hot tub felt like pure luxury. I also treated myself to a treatment at the Grandview Spa, and let me tell you, getting massage while looking out at panoramic mountain views is an experience I won't forget. And for summertime visitors, there's a whole adventure center with things like cowboy coaster, alpine slide, and even a treetop adventure course with zip lines. It's a huge playground for both kids and adults. And during my winter visit, I did enjoy that cowboy coaster with the thrill of snow beneath me. Woo. And there's a place too to smile for your camera. So you get a keepsake making your memories last forever. But for me, the absolute best part was the ski in, ski out access to Snow King Mountain. Being able to ski right from the resort, spend a day on the slopes, and then pop back in for an evening in the hot tub was the perfect vacation combo. Don't despair, you non-skiers. Take the scenic ride to the top for the most breathtaking views of the city and the Tetons. It's absolutely gorgeous. And by but during my winter stay this time, the snow tubing was my highlight, and it was only steps away. And the free shuttle to town and airport made the adventure even more rewarding. So no need to drive in the snow, no need to rent a car. It was easy breezy. Now for the food, divine. Hayden's Post was so good. From breakfast to lunch and happy hour at the bar, our taste buds were satisfied to the max. So what's the verdict? Yes. The verdict on Snow King Resort is I definitely say a yes, with a couple of things to remember. The location is incredible. The views are second. The views are second to none, and the sheer number of year-round activities is just amazing. The housekeeping schedule and potential for a busy lobby are small things, but worth noting. Make sure when you book your balcony room that it's confirmed Snow King Mountain View and not the one overlooking the parking lot, even though it has mountain views. Also, if you're traveling with kids or need extra space, book one of the homes on site. It includes all the amenities and more. And you might be wondering about the price. Well, it's Jackson Hole, so it's a bit on the pricier side. But when you factor in the location and all the amenities, you can see where the value is, and it's worth it. So, if you're looking for that perfect blend of adventure and comfort with a true mountain town atmosphere, I think you'll fall in love with Jackson. I think you'll fall in love with Snow King Resort like I did. And I hope this review has helped you out. And I'd love it if you would subscribe for more honest hotel and cruise reviews, because I give those and I travel a lot. And I have another video breaking down all the must do activities in Jackson Hole, my itinerary, what I did on the weekend, how everything worked out, just so you can have something to go by. So be sure to check that out. And again, thanks for watching. Subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll see you in my next adventure. And if you missed last week, it was on Arizona Biltmore, if you need a place to stay in Phoenix, Arizona. And coming up is Harrah's in Cherokee. If you like the Great Smoky Mountains and the Blue Ridge Parkway with a little ching, 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 like I do, Harrah's has you covered. So see you later.